talking about Brandon Inniss, wide receiver, coming to Ohio State in the next month or two, just now graduating high school. He'll be in his first year. I know it's going to take a while for him to crack that starting lineup. Too many great wide receivers ahead of him. The thing about Brandon Inniss is that he's very cocky, very confident, and some might say arrogance, but he's for sure of himself. He's a totally different character. If anything, he has a lot of energy. If anything, he's going to be the locker room cheerleader or player cheerleader on the field. Let's take a look. Here we go. Brandon Inniss, wide receiver, 5'11.5", weight 198. If you ask me, he looks close to 5'10", maybe 5'9" in that area, but he has great weight. He is listed as the 5th wide receiver. I've seen some polls that say he's the number 2 wide receiver. Maybe this hasn't been updated yet.
What's up? My name is Brandon Inniss, but people like to call me Showtime. I'm the #1 wide receiver in the class of 2023. I come out of Hollywood, Florida. I like to put on a show.
They call him Mr. Showtime. You can see how overconfident, well, I wouldn't say overconfident, he's very confident, very cocky, a lot of arrogance there. But that just means he believes in himself. Plus, if you've seen his film and what he can do, he's very talented. I've seen some out there have him rated as the number 2 receiver. Some that said that number 1. I just showed you 247 Sports had number 5. I don't think that's been updated. But he's a 5-star. He's 5-star. One of the best receivers up there. There's another receiver, but he's going to a different college. So Brandon, he has good quick takeoff. He's not a blazer. He's not, he cannot run the 40 in 4.4, 4.3. He's not that kind of guy. He's a slot guy in the middle, short zone. But once he gets off that line, he can make that cut to left, make it to the right, and it's going to be hard to cover him because he's already good at doing that. Yeah, I think he can go to any other college and basically start for that team. But our receivers, who we've got now, they'll definitely keep him on the bench. I'm sure he'll get a little bit of playing time, maybe catch 1 or 2 5 passes this year, if that. A lot of talent ahead of him. But let's take a look who's also on a receiving real quick. All right, so our receivers right now, Xavier Johnson, he's in his 5th year. Fleming, 4th year. Ballard, 3rd year. Egbuka, 3rd year. Harrison Jr., 3rd year. Very good chance Harrison Jr. and Egbuka are going to be gone after this year. That'll definitely help open the door for Brandon Inniss. And I'm sure Ballard will be there. Julian Fleming might still be there, depending on the type of year he has. And, of course, Johnson should be gone. As you can see, it says, I'm him. There you have it, the one and only. Kind of reminds you, if you remember, he's in the news all the time now, was Deion Sanders. Remember Prime Time? He was out of Florida State and played with the 49ers, Dallas Cowboys. Well, started off with Atlanta Falcons. But Prime Time. So maybe Brandon Inniss is the next Prime Time, or he'll just probably go ahead and trademark that Mr. Showtime. But tell me what you think. I watched his tape. I've been studying this guy for a couple of weeks now, trying to dig up everything I can about him. A lot of potential there. Like I said, he's coming in this year with 3 other receivers. So he'll be the 4th receiver that has signed with Ohio State for this year. Going forward, of course, he has to face that competition. Maybe we'll talk about that another time. I showed you who's the starter receivers now and who should be going next year. So, all right, got to go. If you're a Buckeye fan, please subscribe. Talk to you soon.